So this song I made with AI got me about 5,000 followers across all social media platforms. And the crazy part is it was really simple to do. A lot of people were asking me how did I make it, and I'm going to show you how I made it using Claude, Suno, and FL Studio. So let's get right into it. So the first thing I did was head to Claude. So I told Claude, I'm a music director, write me a prompt to feed to a music generator AI to generate a full track for me. The genre of the music is traditional gospel worship music. The track should contain all the traditional gospel worship elements, including the piano, the strings, the drums, and all the dynamics. I will be feeding it 2 reference tracks, the vocals and the piano. So the generator should use these reference tracks as a reference to generate a full-blown gospel track with all the gospel elements. Claude responded with this prompt. So in my case, I used 2 reference tracks. In your case, it might be 1 reference track like the vocals, and this will still work if you're prompting it right. So let's head over to the next part, which is Suno Studios. So the first thing I did in Suno was to upload my reference track, and this is my vocals. You can see there are a lot of errors there, but Suno is going to fix all of that. Then this is my second reference track, which is the piano. So before we start the generation, we're going to come to style and impute the prompt that Claude gave us in style, and also in the lyrics part, we're going to make sure we write the correct lyrics of the song. This is very important. Some people are asking, how is the AI speaking Yoruba? If you have the correct lyrics, the AI will speak correctly. So this is very important. Ensure you get the correct lyrics and you paste it where it says lyrics. When you're done with that, you click cover, and it takes a few minutes and it generates. And this is the different generation that have been done. I had generated about 8 different versions. Having to work with AI, I realized that AI is not perfect, so you have to give in your input as well, tweak the prompt here and there to get your final results, which is what happened here. So on some of the generations, the parts that I was not okay, I had to take that part out and regenerate another one, and in the subsequent generations, those parts where there were errors were corrected. So it took a little bit of time tweaking the prompt here and there until I had what I was okay with. So let me play one of the generations for you to hear before we move to the next segment, which is FL Studio. So that's one of the generation. For the sake of time, we'll stop there. So moving into FL Studio is to edit it. So FL Studio is like our CapCut, where we take out versions or parts we don't like and impute versions we don't like. So another thing I did before we went to FL Studio was to separate the stems. So for some versions, the backups were more louder and more audible. I separated the stems using Suno. And the reason is because with Suno, you can separate the lead vocals and the backup vocals and every other instrument. But with other stem separations like FL will not separate the lead vocals, it will join the vocals together. So that's why I separated some of the stems here in Suno, and you see that on this part of the screen where you can see the different parts of the track. Yeah, so after doing this, I downloaded it and moved everything over to FL. So let's head over to FL and see the final part of this process. So we're in FL Studio now. You can see everything I have exported into FL, and you notice I did some editing, like you can see where I cut and joined some parts. This is all part of the process. So based on my musical feel and my ear, there are parts I liked, I kept those parts. There are parts I did not like, I took out those parts. So let me solo each of the tracks for you guys to hear what it sounds like. So starting from the main vocals, this is the main vocals. This is the piano. I love this part. Backups. This is the drums. And I added a bit of, pad for ambience and for background. This is what it sounds like. This is what the full track sounds like. So using AI as a music producer can make your work faster and better. But just like we saw in the video, it took me a couple of generations to have my final result. And if you'd like to be guided and avoid figuring things out, making mistakes here and there, I'll invite you to join our community, where we will show you all the tips and all the tricks on how to use AI to make your work better and faster. You'll also be having access to Suno Studio, which is only available on the pro version. That's the paid version of Suno. You have access to this in the community, and we also have a live Q&A, that's question and answer session, where if you're working on something and you're stuck and you need some help out, you can ask and we'll sort it out together. So consider joining the community. The link to join the community is in the description below. Thank you all for watching today's video. Please like and subscribe and share this video to support the channel. I'll see you all in the next video. Bye bye.